Oh, I guess I got to do this damn thing like this. Hey, all right, here we go.
Let's get this show going, man.
Welcome to the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans by fans, with your hosts, Jesse Martin.
The Cowboys are finished, you understand me?
John Taman.
Pull down my trousers and do your job.
Scott Hartley.
Well, that was dreadful.
And occasionally, Keith Gregg.
So many social engagements, so little time.
And now, your host, John Taman.
Hey, that's me. It's John Taman. It's 2:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday, and this is the welcome to another episode of When the Fuck Will These Guys Be On every Saturday? It'll be 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Who knows? This is a gambling show. We talk about gambling, and as usual, make your bets as to what time it will be on next week. And if you use our advice to try to make any money, you're an idiot. So anyway, welcome. What's up, Jesse? You got a whole screen over there, and he sits over there in the corner.
That's even better. Right to the other side.
So you went to Antiques Roadshow today?
Yeah. Just did some FFF Forced Family Fun, where I dragged my old fogey's parents out and my daughter, and we went to cross the road and saw some pretty cool things.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's always kind of fun, I guess. You know, it's the forced family fun part that I always get tired of.
Yeah, that's true. So you're selling off your money on the back wall there, then, Jesse.
Yeah.
Seeing how much that's worth. Yeah.
Trying to see how much that finger painting's worth.
You probably take some Redskins gear in there and say, "Hey, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this old relic." Yeah.
All right, coming in live from what did you call it today? Trader Day?
No, it's tomorrow. It's Guy Fawkes night. So it's the remember the 5th of November, gunpowder plot and treason, where we celebrate a man who was arrested for having gunpowder, having tried to blow up the Houses of Lords and King James I.
Yeah,
so that's
we're going to have
tomorrow.
One.
Yeah,
ours will be
we're
called
having a big bonfire tomorrow locally, and lots of fireworks, which is the normal tradition in Great Britain. So
that's cool. And from what I understand, all tax evaders get thrown on the bonfire, right? People who have not paid their shillings, they get thrown in. All right, so we're going to pick some football games. How are we doing? Let's check the Big Embossed Book. I got to make a sounder for the Big Embossed Book. I just haven't made one yet.
So in front of me in the Big Embossed Book, we will go with the scores, and the scores of 15 fixtures. Starting, you got 11 correct. John, you got 10 correct. And I got 9 correct. So this week's winner again on the predictions is Jesse. He has a commanding lead now, taking command. Do you like what I did there?
Hey, how about that? Commander, yeah.
He did well there. You are way ahead with 5 wins. John, you have 1, and I also have 1. As we missed a week in the predictions. We go into the betting side. Jesse, Jacksonville laying the points netted you $186. New York against New York, 50 on the under, netted you 95. Good bet there. Miami laying the points, 190. Big winner of the week for you, Jesse, was Minnesota, laying the points, 385 back. Denver and KC, you took the under because of the weather, if you remember rightly. That was also 95. Chicago, LAC, that was laying the points, again, 210 on that one. And then Detroit and Las Vegas also netted you healthy $375. Your total bets were $1,100. Your returns were $1,537.17, giving you a profit of $437.17. So well done.
I've got to get some background music for this. And the weather didn't really have an effect in that game. But Denver
I don't think it did actually, but Denver did win. So
I'll say this. For as much as John plays around and says you shouldn't listen to us because we're fucking idiots.
No,
you might want to listen to me. You might want
to listen to us because if you lose and want to sue us, I don't want to hear it. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. John, you went your good bets this again. New York, and New York on the under. Miami, Minnesota again. The over for the 49ers and Cincinnati Bengals, that netted you a healthy $184. Denver and KC, you betted on the under for that, and it was 43.5. And that turned out was like 20 odd points. That was ridiculous.
I do believe I said Denver would shock the world. However, I said that they would lose 37-20 or something like that. But they did shock the world.
$95 on that one, and then your total was $1,275. Your returns were $941.80. It was a loss of $333.20. And then for myself,
it's my wife's birthday. So
you're gonna pull on that Cartier watch again.
Happy birthday to your to a fellow Scorpio.
Oh, nice. I like it. Yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Your better half, John. Jacksonville laying the points for me. That was 93. Houston and Carolina on the under. I was the only one who took that. That netted me at 190. Pretty much the same as everybody else moving forward. Cleveland and Seattle, I also went on that one, laying the points at 3.5. That was my biggest win. That netted me 378. So total bets were 1,000 this week, 1,138.60. So 138 profit for me. So I did okay. Profit's profit, isn't it? And I think it's a massive loss the week before. My biggest losses were my biggest losses was the Eagles, and I think I picked someone else and they covered. I was like, oh, okay, it was exact.
Yeah, for betting on the Eagles. Wait, that's not supposed to go across the
Deutschland.
That was supposed to go behind your picture. Shit,
it's okay.
All right. Germany says fuck England, and
exactly.
It's for the third or fourth time.
This is probably the best game of the week. Starting off hot, we got
100%.
the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins traveling to Germany.
What time's kickoff for you guys there? Is it like 10:30 in the morning?
9 o'clock.
9?
9 o'clock, yeah.
9 o'clock kickoff.
The Chiefs are a 1.5 favorite. They're technically the home team in this scheduled matchup. The over/under is 50.5. I like the. I think that's probably right, but I like the over in this one. I think there's gonna be a lot of points scored. To me, this is probably the toughest game of the whole entire week for me to pick. I love what Miami's doing. Chiefs they're still the Chiefs, but this is something just seems a little bit off with this team.
Agreed.
I'm staying away from the betting, but I think you know what? I'm not going to stay away. I'm going to take the over. I'm going to put $50 on the over on this. I think this is going to be like a 31-27 type of game. I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win just because it's the Chiefs, but I don't know.
Tough on this, and it's a really tough
game. Good. Yeah, Miami's good.
John?
Hang on one second here. Oh, well, I was trying to get that thing fixed before it was still on your face there. Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it, man.
All right. I'll tell you what. I did some research on this, and Miami has never won in Frankfurt, ever. All right. Kansas City, on the other hand, has never lost to Miami in Germany once. So this is a real tough game to pick.
Probably the first time they've ever played each other out of country for one. And,
yes.
And Miami's never been to Frankfurt.
I'll tell you what, man. I got the inside track here.
And shout out to the German Commanders fans as well on Twitter. They are absolutely crazy, and NFL Europe and Germany is a bastion of watching the NFL. So fair play to them. I think this is going to be a great weekend for them guys. I hope they get to that game and watch it. So good luck to them.
For what it's worth, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is out for the Chiefs. I don't know if that's a huge. I mean, I think they've been using Pacheco. But
but they haven't been using them effectively. That's you said that there's something wrong. That I think where it is their running game just hasn't been up to par. They really don't have any threats on the outside. Valdez-Scantling, what is he? He's just above an average receiver as far as I'm concerned. And even though Patrick Mahomes can make magic out of nothing, most of the time if you cover fucking Kelsey. If you can take Kelsey out of the game, you really go a long way to limiting what they're able to do or what they've been doing. And Pacheco, he's a decent runner, but overall their run game has been kind of sputtery. And I tell you what, I'm taking the Dolphins in this because I think Tyreek Hill is going to come back and look at Patrick Mahomes and say, hey, remember me as I go flying by and as I go flying by again. I think the Chiefs have pretty good defense. They have good secondary. I think they like to but they live by the blitz and die by the blitz. The dude comes with zeros all the time. What's his name? The defensive coordinator, Spagnola. He comes heavy a lot. So if one of the things I think that you see out of Tua this year is he gets the ball out fast. He gets the ball out very fast because it's nice when you can throw it 40 yards and you know that the guy is going to be down there in like fucking 3 seconds. He's fucking quick, and he's got guys like that all over the field. So I'm taking the Dolphins. I will take. I have it at 1.5. What do you have it at?
Yeah, 1.5. Yeah,
I'll take the 1.5 points, and the over/under is what?
50 and a half.
I'll take the over. Give me. I'll take the Dolphins getting 1.5 for $100, and I'm going to take the over for $50.
All right. So do you got the Dolphins just straight up money line? Or you got the Dolphins win, or you got KC winning, but Dolphins?
I got the Dolphins winning, and the Dolphins are plus 1.5, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but you can't you can't do a plus 1.5 a money line and a.
No, I'm not doing a money line. I'm just I don't ever do the money line.
Well, the money line
is going to take the points.
The money line's a win or lose.
Okay, I'm just picking the win or lose just for our general statistic here on Scott's Big Embossed Book. But I am taking the Dolphins, getting the 1.5 points for $100, and I am taking the over for $50. Scott,
so I'm going with Miami as well. I just think, as you said, Waddle's on fire. He's caught a couple of touchdowns last week. Tyreek Hill, and as you said, Jesse, KC is spluttering. They're just not doing what they should be doing. It's the same journey for both teams. Don't think it really makes a shite difference who's there earlier, who's not there earlier. I think it is going to be quite a high scoring game, but 50.5 is just a little too high for me. I think it could be like a
25 points it seems.
It could be 31-17, something like that to Miami. So I'm actually going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to take the under and put 50 on the under.
It's all right. I'll be more than happy to take y'all's money.
That's fine.
All right. Up next, we got the Chargers and the Green Bay Packers. Now this is I'm sorry, the Rams. Sorry, the Rams. I don't like this line. Something's fucking off. I'm looking at
do you think this is because Stafford might not play?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's got to be it. But the Packers favored by 3. I mean, what have the Packers done this year to warrant a 3-point?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's
the
what.
First 2 weeks they look really halfway decent.
Puka Nacua is questionable also with a knee injury. Look, I'm going to stay with it because it's the Stafford pick, and this is. Only if Stafford plays, I'm taking the Rams.
Who is that?
And this is only I will put money on it. Rams money line, Rams, minus or plus the 3.
Just you're going to take the money line, yeah?
Yeah, take the money line. But that's if Stafford's not playing, count me out.
Got you. What do you want to put on that money line?
100.
100. Cool. LA money line.
What you got there?
For me, I'm going. I'm actually going to take the under again on this one. I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah, the under's 38.5. 38.5. That's pretty high.
It's tight. It is tight, but I still think that's quite high, especially if Stafford doesn't play and with a strained UCL. He was trending all week to not playing. I've actually moved him out of being my quarterback in fantasy because he was my fantasy quarterback. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a struggle. I don't think he will play trending that way. So, for me, Jordan Love's not set the world on fire at all. It looks like they want to move on from him as well. So, I think this is definitely an under game. But I am still picking the Rams to win for whatever reason. I don't think that Green Bay. I'm not going to call it on if Stafford plays, if he doesn't play. I'm just going to take the Rams, and it is what it is. It's a prediction.
Yeah, I'm not. I took the Rams last week to have a halfway decent game against the Cowboys, and they got their dicks knocked in the dirt. So I'm not touching the Rams again. And you know what? It'll be Brett Rippon. If
Brett Rippon, wow,
Brett Rippon. If Stafford can't go, I am loath to pick the Rams because of what happened last week. And you know what? I'm not. I'm Brett Rippon. I mean, I know who he is, but come on. I just don't see it going on there. They don't have enough talent, I think, over there. If Puka Nacua doesn't play, Cooper Kupp, yeah, okay. They have okay running backs, but you got to have somebody back there you got to have Matt Stafford. He's the straw that stirs the drink. And the Packers just haven't shown me jack shit. But I'm not touching this game with any money in any way. I will take the Packers at home just for our own Big Embossed Book.
Got you.
Right on. Yeah, I mean, if Matt Stafford's not playing, I'll take the Packers, but I don't like this game. It's a disgusting game. It's
an awful game.
Yeah. All right. This is another weird line. We got the Bucks and Texans. The Bucks are dogs in this game, which is really strange. They're 3-point dogs. Give me the Bucks. There's some injuries going on. Let me let y'all know about this before y'all go on. Vita Vea is questionable.
Really? Isn't Vita Vea always questionable?
Yeah,
I think the days when they wanted to give birth to Vita Vea, the doctor went, he's questionable.
He's questionable on a day that ends in a Y, John.
Logan Hall is out, and on the other side, Damian Pierce is out with the ankle. So is Robert Woods. Something's going on with his foot, and Brevin Jordan is out with the foot, and Sheldon Rank is questionable with a knee injury. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't like the Texans in this game. The Texans have been, probably a surprising team. They're 3-4 right now. And so are the Bucks, but I just like the more experienced Bucks and their defense, and the Bucks also have a 3-0 against the spread as the away team as well. So yeah, give me the Bucks plus the points.
Okay, I mean, I think that this is the line that Vegas puts out every week that says, okay, we're going to suck everybody in. We're sucking everybody in with this one. Oh, hang on a minute. Come on, give it that to Rutgers. Go Rutgers. Sorry. Touchdown Rutgers. We're going to fucking watch them beat Ohio State. Yeah, buddy. Anyway, this is the line that sucks everybody in. And even though the Buccaneers look like on paper and on field that they should be able to walk all over this team, I mean, C.J. Stroud has had a good year. They've got a halfway decent defense. But, hey, Vegas just saw them lose to the 0-6 or what are they? 0-7 Panthers.
They were 0-6 Panthers at the time.
The 0-6 Panthers. So and it was a very low scoring game. It really didn't go well for them. So I'm looking for a little bit of a bounce back from the Texans. I'm just going to roll the dice. I'm going to put $50 on the Texans, and I'm going to get those 3 points. Okay. Or I'll give those 3 points.
Right on. All right. Let's see.
What's the over under on this game?
The over under on this one's 40, John.
40.
I'll tell you what. I'll put another 50 on the under.
Okay, 2 seconds. 50 on under.
Touchdown Rutgers.
It's TB versus Houston. Yeah, for me, this is a Tampa Bay win. I don't believe in Houston at all. I don't know why. I think Stroud's going to be a good quarterback. They're just a work in progress team. They're going to take a while.
I like their direction. I definitely like the direction.
I agree with you.
I just don't think they should be getting 3 points against an experienced Bucks team.
He's already down. That's a touchdown.
All right, let's see. All right, big game of the week right here. The Chicago Bears are traveling to New Orleans to take on the Saints. The newly minted Chicago Bears with Montez signing a $98 million contract. And, as we talked yesterday, we were like, Montez was like, I'm going to see what's going on in free agency. And then they wrote the check. Then they wrote that check.
He wrote a
Jessy,
check.
It says it's a total of 105. So is that this year's salary continued?
Yeah.
And then 4-year extension on top of that for the rest of that.
$98 million new money.
I gotta ask. Yeah,
guaranteed. $72 million guaranteed.
Just go for the $100 million. You couldn't talk them into $2 million more. I mean, when you're talking that kind of money, really not. Come on. Just
so hold on though. If it's what's that? 72? Did you say guaranteed?
72 million guaranteed.
So if he plays one snap and breaks his leg and can't ever play again, they still have to pay him that guaranteed.
There's an injury settlement, I'm sure, but yeah. Good luck. You want to pay me $72 million
to
be miserable for 4 years? I'll fucking do it in a second.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
That is generational.
And to live in a fucking very high up penthouse in fucking Chicago. Hell yeah.
That is a generational wealth there. That is 3, 4, 5 generations who are well off there from the Sweat family. So, and congratulations to him. He's the fifth. I think it's the 5th highest defensive end contract in the whole of the NFL. I didn't see us paying that. So, all those who wanted a compensation pick, yeah. Well, how's that looking now? Yeah, exactly.
Hey, look, I said that number, whatever happened, that number 2 or that second round pick was great. I mean, obviously they're not gonna win many more games this year, so it's gonna be a high second. All right, so even they got
unfortunately they have to play. They have to be on television against the Saints.
Scott's bang on in his comments there as well.
Even though they got a quality defensive end, they still have to play on Sunday. So, look, Justin Fields is back at practice. He's listed as doubtful, but they still are out with Tremaine Edmonds and Jaquan Brisker's out. And let's see, Terrell Smith is out. Nate Davis is out. Yeah, they're a mess right now. They are a dog by, was it 8.5? It's up to 8.5. It started at 6 earlier this week, then has moved all the way up to 8.5. The over under is 40. Listen, I don't know what the Saints warrant to be favored by 8.5 by any team in the league.
Yeah,
that is
this one kind of is a little bit funky. So I'm going to take the Bears plus the points. I mean, the Saints are going to win this game, but I don't have any. I'm not going to put any money on this, but I just don't see them being able to beat a team by 8.
So for the Big Embossed Book, then you're looking at New Orleans are going to win the game, but you're saying Chicago plus the points.
Yeah, Chicago covers.
Yeah, I got you. And you don't want to put money on that. That's
no.
You know what? I'm going to roll a little bit of a dice on Badgent, whatever his name is. Badgent. Hang on. Go ahead, Scott.
I mean, there's still a chance that Fields plays. There's a slight chance.
Yeah, I think he could. I can't see, but if 4-4 record, I know the South is a pretty terrible league, but I can't. 2-6 Bears. I don't think Sweat's going to make that much of a difference. And if Fields is even questionable to play or doubtful, I can't see them win this game. So I'll take the Saints, but I don't want to put anything on it at all. I really don't.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't blame you at all. I just don't think the Saints warrant it being an 8.5.
Oh, that's a huge.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
My birthday's next weekend on Saturday. So if y'all want to send gifts, you can send them to 909 Cuba Road, Hayes, Virginia, 23702. Happy birthday!
I wrote it down.
All right.
Yes, just give out your cell phone number on it while you're there.
You want my social as well?
We're going to send them a process.
Credit card details and the 3 digits on the back of the security card, please, as well, Jesse. That's fine.
I heard what you were saying about Fields. Fields is listed as out.
I got him as doubtful. I got him as questionable, actually.
What am I looking at?
No, I just saw that he's on the practice field. He's on the practice field.
Well, I'll tell you what. Scotty, did you finish?
Yeah, I've done.
Okay.
I'm good at doing that, Joe.
Sorry, I brought my wife on the camera and kind of disrupted the show.
Not at all.
All right. Okay, I'm going to do what Jesse did. I'm taking the Bears and the 8.5 points. I don't believe in the Saints at all. Alvin Kamara comeback gives them a bit of a spark, but they got Olave, but Derek Carr. I've never been excited about anything that Derek Carr. Oh boy, Derek Carr is going to do this or Derek Carr's going to do that. Derek Carr is
Derek Carr's not even there. I think he's out.
Is he out?
Is it? Yeah, he was injured. I think.
I don't see him on the injury report.
Oh, maybe not then. Maybe not.
No, I don't see him on the. I don't see him on the report.
Is he not on the report either? No, I haven't got him there. Actually, you're right.
He was questionable as of. Oh no, that's last
week. Last week was it? Oh, there you go then. Maybe I'm getting confused.
Well,
it's the Raiders I was thinking of. It's the Raiders. That's why. As soon as you said Derek Carr, that's why I thought.
The Raiders.
He's out. It's the Raiders. It's Garoppolo that's been in and out, hasn't it? So,
but he's benched now. But we'll get to him in a while.
North Dakota, nope.
I'm sure he's got a whole prairie full of it out there. All right, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the Bears and the 8.5 points. I'm kind of shy on it because I don't know this. I've seen some highlights of this Badgett guy. I haven't watched a Bears game. I'm sorry, I just can't bring myself to do it. And but he looks relatively competent back there. So I'll take the 8.5 points. I'll put $50 down on that. What's the over/under on this? Did you say 40 points?
The over/under is 41.
41. Man, they like teasing the shit out of you, don't they? I don't think these teams. No, I'll take the under again, and I'm going to put the other $50 down on that. And by the way, NFL, thanks. Do you see these matchups that we're getting all through the middle of the season here? There's like 3 compelling games on this fucking. I mean, Jesse won't even show his face on this podcast. Look at him.
No, I'm looking at you. Missed another one.
No,
I haven't got him.
Which one is it?
It's the
Minnesota, Atlanta.
Minnesota, Atlanta.
There it is.
I don't know why it does that, but I can.
I don't know. Right. All right, yeah, the Falcons.
John, did you just say you're taking the under on that? Sorry, or the over?
Under for 50.
Under, got you. Under for 50. Thank you.
A week changes a lot. The Falcons are at home. They're starting Taylor Heineke. Minnesota is coming into Atlanta without Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins had a devastating Achilles injury. Is Josh Jacobs going to start? They just got him, so
I don't know. I don't know who the actual other quarterback is. It's someone completely random. I've got no idea.
Don't know who that is, but the Falcons are favored by 3.5, and guess what? I'm rolling with Heineke. I am rolling with Heineke. I got them covering this game, and I'm going to put 200 on Heineke. In honor of Chase Young, I am going to.
Are you laying the points on this one, Jesse?
Laying the points.
Thank you.
Jaron Hall.
Jaron Hall, that's it, yeah.
Jaron Hall.
Who?
Jaron. I don't know what a Jaron is. I've never heard that. Is that kind of like a French Karen?
Oh, I must call the police on you.
I don't know. Jaron Hall. That's who the quarterback is. I do like the rest of their talent, though. I like his wide receivers that he has to work with, and I don't know if whenever Jefferson is due back.
I think he's on IR still, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on IR,
but he's not there for long. I mean, they might bring him back by next week. I thought it might be this week.
I will say Drake London is out. So is Keith Smith and Marco Hellmans. That's we should get Keith that jersey, Hellman's jersey.
Yeah, Darren. I get where you're going with that.
That's the next big thing. Heineke to Hellman.
John, are you putting anything on this?
No, I'm not putting anything on this except for this. Be careful what you wish for, Atlanta. You are about to become the next Heineke Hive, and you are going to be on that roller coaster, boy. You're going to be loving him 1 minute and then going, what the fuck are you doing?
Is there a problem?
So yeah, what's the line on this? I'm sorry, I'm just
3.5. Falcons are favored.
Falcons are favored at home. Okay, 3.5 over Jaron Hall.
Yep.
You know what? I'll take the Vikings in the points. It's going to be close, and that's what I'll do. I'll take the Vikings in the points for $50, and the over/under on this game is how much?
It's 37.5.
Yep. Jeez, man, that's a tough one too. I'll tell you what. No, I'm not touching that. That's all. I'm not touching that.
So Minnesota plus the points for 50.
Yeah, that's it.
What was I going to say there?
Falcons
are you actually Falcons to win though? Yeah,
Falcons to win. Vikings cover. It'll be like a 1 point game.
Okay, I'm going to go Atlanta straight out win for this. No, this is easy. Especially with no Kirk Cousins there. Had Kirk Cousins been there, Atlanta would be overwhelmingly underdogs going into this. Taylor Heineke is going to do his Taylor Heineke thing, and he's going to win. And then he's going to cause loads of shit, and Arthur Smith's going to not have a clue what to do with Ridder or Heineke. And yeah, it's going
this game is going to go like this. It's going to be 10-10 with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
and Heineke with the ball at the 8 after throwing like 3 interceptions, losing a fumble. And he's going to drive the field and fucking throw
get a field goal or something.
A game-winning touchdown.
A game-winning tutty with about 30
just
seconds.
To make sure we cover.
or Atlanta, beware. He'll get you all the way down there with 4 seconds left
and fumble the ball.
And throw the motherfucker into the crowd.
Yeah, that or slide at the 2-inch yard.
Remember that shit? He threw it into the crowd on 4th down. It was like, what the fuck are you doing?
So I'm gonna go really bold here. I'm gonna put $250 on that one.
On the Falcons?
Yeah.
You should never ever try to make money up from last week's loss. That's the worst thing that you can do there, Hartley. All right, next up we got the
you can see my plan there.
The red hot
terrible game.
The red hot Cardinals.
NFL. Look at you,
and the Cleveland Browns. The Browns are favored by 11.5.
11.5.
Whose quarterback
is that?
Are they going to start the run down in Arizona?
It looks like he's coming back. I think so. He's not on the injury report. He's back full.
Who is the Cardinals quarterback?
Is it
Clayton Tune?
No.
I think
Kyler Murray's coming back.
Kyler Murray's coming back. Is he really?
Well, that's good. That means he passed his physical. So, Cardinal Clown says you must be this tall to play, and Kyler must be okay.
Well, it says here, I've got it here 4 hours ago. It says Clayton Tune is still expected to start for the Cardinals.
Really? Well, he doesn't have. He's cleared. That 21-day window. He said, "This is what I heard yesterday. He's back. Like Kyler Murray. There's no restrictions.
Cardinals quarterback will not start against the Browns. Is what it says on NFL.com.
This is a big fucking line, guys.
But who's
9.5? Did you say
11.5.
11.5.
Is Watson starting for the Browns?
It says so.
Yeah,
he said he was going to start. There's a great meme rolling around about the cycle of the week with Deshaun Watson and his possible availability for Sunday. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but I can't remember what it was, but it's a nice little wheel that leads him right back to the bench.
I can't put anything at 11.5. It can't do that. No, I'm not doing that. Cardinals are going to cover. Browns are going to win. But that's all I'm willing to say.
Where'd it go?
I mean,
over under is 38.
Even the over under on this is mad when you consider that is 11.5, and the over under is 38.5.
Mm-hmm.
They think the Browns are going to win 34-3.
Yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever.
And I'm inclined to agree with them. I'm going to take the Browns. I'm going to drop those 11.5 points, and I'm going to put $100 on it because Clayton Tune ain't fucking doing nothing against that defense. I'm sorry. Okay. They're just not. If Deshaun Watson is playing, I think that they can win this game 12-0. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
Know what you mean.
They can win this game 14.
Yet another guy trying to make his money up from last week.
No, I'm going with the Browns. What I'm trying to do is make myself feel good about picking this Browns defense to at least stump somebody. Because last week when I said that they would do that against Seattle, they sure didn't.
All right.
Wow.
Scotty?
I'm with you, Jesse. I think Cleveland will win this, but I don't want anything to do with that line whatsoever. 11.5 is ridiculous.
11.5. I'll take it. Like I said, 14-0 is a easy cover, and Arizona with Clayton Tune could be easily shut out. With that,
we got a good game right here.
This is probably the game of the week in my opinion. Well, there's like 3 really good ones, but this one is really interesting.
Yes, Seahawks and Ravens. The Ravens are favored by 5.5. The over under is 44.5, and I don't know where to go here, fellas. I love Seattle's offense. I love Shane Walden. I think he should be a head coaching candidate for us next year. I like what he's done with old Geno Smith. But look, the Ravens are,
they're playing great football.
Yeah, they've really figured some stuff out. This is, let me look up the injuries to see if we got anything important. Marcus Williams is questionable. Morgan Moses is doubtful.
Oh.
For what? His 39th birthday? Jesus Christ! How long's that guy been in the league?
I mean, it's 5-2 against 6-2, isn't it? So these are very good signs.
Yeah,
I like Seattle to cover in this, guys. I like Seattle to cover in this.
I do too.
Are you taking Seattle for the win though?
No. I'm not taking anybody for the win. I just like Seattle to cover somewhere.
We've got to predict one way or the other, Jesse.
All right, I got the Ravens to win.
Ravens to win, right? Okay,
right. What are you putting down on the Seattle to cover?
I ain't putting shit. Okay, I will. I'll put $100 on Seattle to cover. I'll let them. I'm gonna be a little frisky and potentially let you guys catch up on me.
Oh, well, I'm going to do the same thing you're doing. I'm going to put $100 down on Seattle covering too. I think this is a very interesting game.
It's a good game.
Like I said, Miami, Kansas City is a very interesting game. This is a very interesting game. Dallas and Philly is a very interesting game. The rest of the schedule is a lot of crap.
It's a 1:00 game. Shit. I wish it was a 4:00 game.
Yeah.
So do I. I'd like to watch.
I'd like to see that.
Really like to watch this.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick, and the over under you said was 30 what?
44 and a half.
44 and a half.
So you go in.
I'll tell you what, I will take the over on that. I'll put 50 on the over on that.
Oh, okay, John.
I like the over too. To be honest with you, I'll do another 50 on the over.
Got you. Yeah. Seattle.
I can see this being a 38-33 type of game or something like that.
Yeah, it could easily do something like that. 44 and a half is a 24-20 game. Or, well, excuse me, 24-21 game. And that's very easy to see.
So are you taking the Ravens for the win, though, John?
Yes. Seattle to cover. I mean, I got to give it. Geno Smith, it doesn't really show much in the stats, but that dude has freaking big brass ones. When it comes down to it, when he gets back in the pocket, he is looking to cash in right now. And he does, man. He's got some good receivers for that stuff, too. Tyler Lockett is one of the quietest little fucking assassins in the NFL.
I'm gonna stay away from this betting wise, but I'm gonna bet because I haven't got any bollocks, and I'm gonna make the Ravens will win this game. But every time I bet on the Ravens or I put any money on them, they just seem to let me down. So, and it's going to be a tight one. It's going to be a very tight one. But it could come down to a field goal. And obviously Tucker with his leg. Yeah. He's doing well.
Yeah, fuck him.
All right.
Just because.
Because you can, yeah. No.
Because he's
here we go.
I mean, the dude can do everything, man. The dude can sing opera. I don't know. I mean, have you ever? He can do anything. I think he really can.
Oh, we got from a great game to a shitty game. We have the Colts and Panthers. Panthers are home dogs by 2.5. Over under is 43.5. This is just kind of a shit game. I think Gardner Minshew will go ahead and should be an easy win for them. I'm going to take the Colts, laying the points. I'm going to put 100 on it.
100.
I'm not so bold with 100. I'll put 50 on it. I'm going to say it's the Jonathan Taylor breakout for 2023 game. He should have a pretty nice day. I think that
some big injuries too for the Panthers as well on the defensive side of the ball. Von Bell is doubtful. Justin Houston is out. Dante Jackson is questionable, and on the offense, Laviska Shenault is out.
There you go. So justifies my pick and my prediction. Jonathan Taylor is going to run wild. I got the Colts, given the 2.5 points, and I'm going to put. No, you know what? I'm going to be a little ballsier than that. I'll put $100 down on that.
I'm going to go for 200 on this. Exactly the same bet as you two. But what I am going to say is fuck your mustache from last week. You let me down.
That's what you said last week, though. Ride the mustache. Isn't now? This is a little more aggressive.
Yeah. But I'm still on them because I think that Carolina are a terrible side. I think they're awful.
You know,
wouldn't surprise me if they move on. Wouldn't surprise me if they move on from Frank Reich very quickly at the end of the season. He is very much a candidate for goodbye.
Another big game right here. Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are at home. They are also 3-point favorites. Over under is 46.5. I like the Cowboys in this, guys.
In Philly?
Yeah. I like the Cowboys in this. So give me the Cowboys plus the points, $50 or $100. And give me the over as well. I'm not going to share it, but this is a separate bet. And give me another $50 on the over.
What's the over under, did you say?
46.5.
Oh, yeah. I'll take that too. I'm going to put $50 on the over, and I'm going to take the Eagles, and I'm going to put $100 down on the Eagles.
On money line or the spread?
The spread, whatever it was. I can't remember. Three. They're favored by 3 for being at home.
Yep.
I'll take that. I think that the Cowboys are due for a little bit of a letdown. I think, their offense is one thing or it's another. It doesn't mix well. So I think the Eagles are going to get them at home.
Bradley Roby is still out. Boston Scott is out, and Grant Carcoletta, Terrier, whatever, is out.
I'm expecting that Hurts isn't feeling anything from the little limping he was doing last week in the game.
Not on the injury report at all.
Okay. You know what that means?
Wow.
Heavy drugs.
What you got, Scott?
I've got the Eagles winning this. I'm going to lay the points as well and put 100 on it. And I'm also going to do 100 on the over. I think this is going to be a quite high-scoring game. I think Dak Prescott's... Dallas have got at least 20 points in them. That's for sure. And we all know that, the Eagles can put well over 30 on people. So this could be 50 points plus this game easy, probably 55.
Mm-hmm.
I can see this being like a 37, 21, 24, something like that. So, give me them points, and we'll go from there.
Excellent. Game of the week here. We got the Giants and the Raiders.
Shit is
you know how you can tell where this game is being played? You just look up in the sky for where the seagulls are circling around.
Is Ben DiNucci playing at quarterback?
Who?
No, it's the DeVito guy, right?
DeVito? Danny DeVito, yeah.
DeVito with his freaking Italian chains. Did you see a picture of this dude? He's got the gold chains around his neck like the...
Vegas don't even know what to do with this. These two teams. The Raiders are favored by 1.5. Give me the Giants, man. Give me the Giants. Give me the Giants. I think their defense might win this game just like they did, against us. So I'll take the Giants, and I'll put 100 on it.
Oh, hold it. All right. Anyway, I'm how much? What's the line? Did you say?
Raiders are favorites by 1.5.
They're starting this Aiden, whatever his name is, guy. Arlen. What the hell's their quarterback's name? And they're somehow favored in this game.
McConnell, is it? Aiden McConnell, is it? I don't know.
Hey, NFL, look at the matchups that you give us. God damn it, man. Drop your fucking prices. Look at this shit.
Ooh, you know what? Sorry. Tyrod's out. Darren Waller's out.
Yeah.
That's why
I'm switching that. I'm going
this DeVito guy.
Switching that bet to the Raiders.
Raiders giving the points. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'll take the Raiders, and I'll give the points for the interim coach effect that happens a lot in the first game. Antonio Pierce, which absolutely trips me out that he's now a head coach in the NFL. But Antonio Pierce, crazy. He should be able to emotionally get them going enough for this game. He's coming back to New York, right? He was a Giant. I mean, we like to remember him for that 1 year with us, but he was a Giant.
If we had an Antonio Pierce on our coaching staff, or if we had
we'd have linebackers.
If we had a London Fletcher on our coaching staff, then I could see them firing Ron Rivera and putting someone like that in place. Bieniemy, sorry. Don't get it.
Not yet.
What you putting on this one, John? 50, did you say, or 100?
I'm going to put $50 down on the. There's no way I'd risk $100 on this game. No, no, not at all. I might bet that it's a fire hazard.
Okay, so we're all going Vegas then. So Vegas for me as well. Same bet as Jesse. Give the points 100 and 100 on this because with that and they traded away as well. Remember the Giants traded away
Leonard Williams,
to the Seahawks. I think it wasn't it? In the end, he went to.
Yeah,
and obviously you have, as you said, with McDaniels being fired, it's going to be an interesting
just
week
in time for the Seahawks, man. They're getting ready to play Baltimore with their great running game.
All right, big game in the AFC.
Very big game.
We got the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are favored by 1.5. Over under is 50.5. Give me the Bills to get back on track. And I'm putting two beans on that one.
On the road?
On the road.
Wow.
Yeah. They're getting back on track. They're my Super Bowl pick. At least they have been the past 3 years. They are this year. Yeah.
What'd you say the line was?
1.5.
So is that just money line bet you're going there, Jesse? Just straight out win? Or
yeah. I mean, they're gonna. I'm picking them to win.
Okay, got you.
I'm picking Cincinnati to win, and I'm just because it's get right time for both teams. Both of them need to be able to get back on track, and both of them are capable of doing it. And both of them, well, Buffalo not so much, but Cincinnati has shown that they are at least moving in the right direction. So. Yeah, man, I think that this will probably get their juices up. It'll remind Joe Burrow what it's like to be in the big leagues, playing in these big games, which I'm not faulting him in any way for the way that the Bengals have started. It's just that sometimes, when it's been slow like this and you're a guy like that or a team like this that has been to the top against this team, that kind of drives the juices a little bit. So, yeah, I'll take the Bengals. They're getting back on track. I think they look at the top of their division and go, how the fuck are the Steelers 5-3? Just like the rest of us do. And I think they're ready to go do it. So give me the Bengals. And I'm going to put $100 on the Bengals to win outright.
Okay. 100.
No, I get a, what it was. The Bengals are getting 1.5 or they're getting,
they're giving 1.5.
Okay. So,
I guess Bengals are favored. Bengals are favored.
All right. So I'll give the 1.5.
Okay.
I'll just do that. And the over-under was what? Sorry, I'm always asking that.
50.5.
That's a high.
Yeah.
That's a high number.
It is a high one, but I'll tell you what, these are two teams that can absolutely hit it.
Hey, so, I'm gonna put 50 on the under.
I'm putting 50 on the over. So I'm coming back, buddy. Got you in my sights.
50 on the under. Sin versus Duff. And then Jesse, you got the same bet, but the other way around. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to put 200 on Cincinnati, and I'm going to lay them points. It's only 1.5. They could easily win this by 3.
Give me your money.
50 on the over.
All right, another game of the week. We have the Chargers flying to MetLife, taking on the Jets. The Jets defense is good, guys. Chargers offense is good. Vice versa, they suck. The Chargers are favored by 3.5. I like the Chargers. Give me the Chargers. I got them to win. I'm gonna stay away from the betting angle of this. Y'all can bet. Try to catch up with me if you want to.
No chance.
This is just not a pretty game.
To do this game at all. Nothing.
Over under is 40. But
I'll tell you what.
I don't trust Brandon Staley as far as I can throw.
It's Justin Herbert. I'm actually looking at him thinking he's a great quarterback, but is he a letdown? Like, is he genuinely a letdown? Because
I don't think so. I think his coach is a letdown.
What he's doing. I think that's true. I think that's absolutely true.
I will put 50 on the Chargers, and I'll put 50 on the Chargers. I'll give the 3 points.
Okay. Chargers.
And I hate that I did it, but I'm going to do it.
It's just every week we do this. We look at the Chargers and go, "Oh, it's the Chargers."
Yeah.
It's always the Chargers and the Saints are the two teams where we just go, "I haven't got a fucking clue."
The Saints, I have a clue. Yeah, the Chargers.
Chargers, just I don't know what to do with the Chargers, but I'm with you. I think the Chargers will beat the Jets. I don't trust Zach Wilson at quarterback.
No.
But I know the Jets have got a very good defense, and it could be one of them games where they pull it off for a defensive win. But yeah, just give me the Chargers and this is the last time I'm backing them. I'm sick of them.
Do you hear me, Mr. Charger? This is the
last time I'm backing you until next week. God damn it!
Exactly. Fuck off back to San Diego. Fuck off.
All right. Was that the last game?
No. Hang on. We do Carolina.
We got one more.
Chicago?
We've got
what?
Yeah, we did Carolina, Chicago.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't seem like it because they stink, but
yeah, we certainly did.
Hey, we have the big game of the week here.
Have I missed one here? Because I got Chicago playing New Orleans.
Yeah, we did that one. Yes. Carolina played. Yeah.
I must have got that from. That must be the early next week game, and that's probably
why. It is. It's our Thursday night football primetime game.
Okay,
Chargers and Bears. Yeah,
NFL. Who made
it's the Panthers and Bears. Yeah,
Panthers and Bears is Thursday night. Is
no,
it?
on the FanDuel, you can scroll down and it goes.
That's why I've done.
After the Monday night game, it goes directly to next week. So yeah. All right.
Thank you for that.
All the NFL eyes will be on this game, guys.
Our next head coach.
Yeah, the Washington Commanders are going to be auditioning for their next head coach and Bill Belichick live.
Don't put that evil on me, Jesse.
I'm only coming to Washington if I can be a senator.
Look, the Patriots are favored. Was it 2.5, or is it 3? Up to 3. It's 2.5.
I've got his 2.5. Yeah,
2.5. Look, the Patriots, their offense, they really don't have much of an offense. I mean, they are averaging 14.8 points a game,
and they have no receivers left. Bourne's gone.
They're out. So Kendrick Bourne's out, and so is Parker.
14.8 points per game. That is 32nd in the league. They're the worst offense in the league right now. A Bill Belichick run team. We know Bill Belichick is mainly a defensive side of a coach, but
he doesn't have any talent there. He just doesn't have anybody to work with.
On the flip side, we are averaging 21 points a game. Yes, it is better than what we did last year, so that's a promise. But we still needed to get that.
We need to get like 4
up a little. On the defensive side of the ball, they are giving up 26 points a game, and we are giving up 28.5 points a game. So we need.
Are we still 31st in that?
I'm not 100% sure. I didn't write that down.
I think we are.
Yards against, they're averaging 321 against, and we are averaging 374 against. So our defense really needs to tighten up. On the offensive side of the ball, we're blowing up. We're averaging 319 yards a game, and they're averaging 284 yards a game. As for injuries, the big one for the offensive side of the ball is Curtis Samuel out with a toe injury. Ricky Stromberger's out with a knee. And one that really bodes looking into is Percy Butler is questionable. This is a big one right here, I think, guys, because if Percy Butler isn't on the field, you're going to see a lot of Quan Martin. Is that a good or a bad thing? We don't know yet. We really can't say for sure. Now, what we saw from Quan Martin and the, preseason, left a lot to be desired, but there's been a long time between then and now. On the Patriots side of the ball, Devontae Parker is out. Tyquan Thornton is questionable with a foot injury. Pharaoh Brown is questionable with the back. Trent Brown is questionable with the ankle. Verdarian Lowe is questionable with ankle. So they got some offensive linemen that are definitely.
We've heard that song before.
We have.
So let's hope that because now we have 2 brand new backup defensive ends moving in, they'll be able to take advantage of some of this stuff because the $98 million man was sure getting handled by some freaking backups. And
I'll say this: they do have some big injuries.
Da, 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 da.
I was waiting for it.
What is that? They had a premier pass rusher. He came from Baltimore.
In New England.
Yeah, he's in New England, but he's out, so that's good. And then Christian Gonzalez is also on IR, so we don't have to worry about that. But their defense is still good. They have really good defense. Yeah,
he can scheme up a young quarterback and make him see spirits out there, man.
You're absolutely right. But listen, I got Washington in this game, guys. I think they're definitely going to cover. And Scott just put it. Scott obviously doesn't listen to the Big Embossed Book in the beginning of the week. Otherwise, he would know how much money I've made throughout this.
He's got to realize, though, man, he's retiring in North Dakota. It only costs a few $100.
That's true.
6.5K last year in profit, Jesse. Overall, at the end of the year.
6,500 in profit.
Yeah, you did well.
6,500.
They'll give you 600 acres up there for like what, $50?
Yeah. I don't know why I like this game. I like this game for this team. I think I think it's going to be a low scoring game. But I like us to win this game. What do you guys think?
I do too. And I think we're going to cover. And I'm going to put $100 down on us to cover. And I'm going to take that back. I'm not putting any money on us because every time I put money on us, I curse us. So I'm not betting anything on this game.
I'm not putting no money either. I did that last week.
We're going to win and we're going to cover. And I think that, yeah, man, if they can give Sam Howell time like they did last week, if they are able to somehow decipher what Belichick is doing and, you know, what he wants to do and give him a couple of seconds, he'll be able to do what we saw last week. And I firmly believe it. We see receivers running open now. So, and yeah, their offense, dude, fucking Mac Jones. The one thing I really am nervous about is he's a dirty son of a bitch, man. You got to check that dude for knives and foreign objects before he goes on the field. He's a rotten bastard.
Remember when this fan base was so up in arms because we didn't draft Mac Jones? And I got killed for this. I got so fucking killed for this when I said I didn't want no part of Mac Jones. No part of it. And you know, not to pat myself on the back or anything, but Mac Jones fucking sucks.
Do you remember him walking down? Do you remember him walking down the draft like fucking Vince McMahon?
Yeah.
Fuck this kid. He was awful. He's got a body like a melted wheelie bin as well. But you know,
there you go. A melted wheelie bin. No, I don't know what you mean, but I think it sounds funny. I don't know what a wheelie bin is.
Okay. What is a wheelie bin? I'm serious. You say that. You said that. What is a wheelie bin? Is it a fucking wheelbarrow?
No, it's what we call our bins. Like when you take the
bins
a
trash
out,
bin.
A trash bin, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a fucking trash can.
It's a wheelie bin.
Tell your 3-year-old to take the trash out. Would you go get the wheelie bin, dear? Take it up to the yard,
I'll share the screen.
After breakfast, would you take the wheelie bin up to the streety weety?
Take the trash to the wheelie bin.
It's not even called trash. They call it rubbish. And look, Scott's getting mad. He's getting angry. He's like, "Hey, fucking with us on Guy Fawkes now."
It's all right.
No,
but yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think we can win this game. It's on the schedule. It's one of the only viable wins that I've got left.
Show of hands. Who actually thinks I meant that they will really give you 600 acres for $50? Anybody? Tell you what else they don't make up there. Scott's out there talking to a cow. Listen to what he said. This is stupid. God damn. Tell him, Bessie.
You're talking like a Southern. They have the Yankee accent.
Well, he's not a Yankee. They're not Yoopers up there. The Yoopers didn't get that far across. I don't know how they speak in North Dakota. Unless they have that really aggressive Midwest.
There you go.
Out there, they got that really aggressive thing.
North Dakota.
It's like listening to Beth Bowens call a football game. I can't stand listening to her because everything is so over enunciated. Here he comes with the pass. Anyway,
all right, are we done?
I guess so. We've been wasting time to get.
Scott has a picture.
I am going to put 100 on the under.
Don't
on the under.
Okay, all right.
On the under.
The Germans saying no.
That's better. No. What's the actual score prediction though, Jesse? I'm going 24-13 Washington.
Nil. It's going to be what did I say tie. It's going to be low scoring. Was 16-13.
That's what you said. Yes. 27-13 for me, Washington.
27-13.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm buying in. I told you last week was Ron Rivera's. Hey, look at the side boob. Everybody buy in, right?
Side boob,
right.
Wasn't it you? It was either you or Keith that said, "I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it." The next
time. Keith. Yeah, Keith was
fuck off. Yeah, everybody. That's what I can say about my.
If they win the next 2 games, you goddamn right he'll be buying right back in because we'll be right back in. Everybody's going to be right back in to.
We're in the 7th seed.
Yeah.
Hey,
God, I love to hate this team so fucking much. I love to hate this team so much. Jesus.
You know it's going to happen though, Jesse. We're going to be there. We're going to end up picking 14th. It's going to be right. Okay.
We got 2 second round picks. Fuck it.
Let's see who's picking them. That's all I got to say. Because Ron doesn't know what to do. And Ron's like, 2nd round pick. What am I going to do with that? Put it in my car?
It's going to be an interesting offseason. I will say that.
It always is. Especially around here.
I just hope Jason Wright they don't boot Jason. I don't want to see him go.
Well, I don't really care. That wouldn't, I mean, I get, you guys are buddies and all, but I couldn't care less.
I like Jason. He's cool.
All right. I'm out of here. It's my wife's birthday. We're going to celebrate. Heading out for dinner tonight. And Jesse's elephant needs to be fed.
Gotta go.
All right. So I'll see y'all later. Damn, dude, that's like you're wearing a plastic bag. I hope. That was pretty awful.
Still haven't told that story yet.
Well, we so far this button that I'm touching says end stream, and I bet that's what you were doing. Oh God, please end the stream.